Congratulations, you have completed career direction. You have an idea of where you're going next in your career, and having that direction will help you move forward. Even if you wind up going in a different direction, it is going to open doors, and your job right now is to open doors. So, we're moving forward and we're going to start working on our career assets. The most important thing that we need is a networking blurb. More important than a resume or a LinkedIn profile, because those come later. Your networking blurb is a living thing that you put out into the world. You post it on LinkedIn, you join a lot of Slack communities and post it there, Facebook groups, LinkedIn groups. You get it out in front of people so that they can hear your story and then come back and say, hey, yes, I want to talk to you. It is our number one tool in Roadmap for landing networking calls that lead to amazing jobs. So what is it? It's just a short little piece of text about you. We are going to look at some examples from RoadmapX alum. Now, when you look at some of these blurbs, you're going to say, oh, of course, this person's a rock star. Of course, they landed a job. Everyone who has joined RoadmapX has a unique set of struggles. Some of us are here because we feel like we're older, and there's ageism in the workspace. Maybe we were laid off. Maybe we were told somewhere that we aren't good enough. Maybe we just got a lot of rejection emails after applying to jobs. So this journey has not been easy for any of us. That said, Parole joined RoadmapX. We actually write our networking blurbs in week 2 in RoadmapX, and you can start posting your networking blurb immediately. For some of us, it takes a little bit longer to build up that courage, and in fact, Parole waited until week 7. She still wound up with a job offer at the end of the program. In week 11, she had an offer and was also in final interview. So from week 7, when she finally posted and landed those networking calls, to getting an offer in 4 weeks is pretty incredible. So here's what our blurb looked like. Hello, my name is Parul Patel. I'm excited to be here. 20 plus years experience in software engineering. Notably, as program manager, I drove the launch of 2 multi-million-dollar products. Recently did this other thing, $1 million budget. I enjoy working in a collaborative environment. Looking for my next opportunity and would love to hear about challenges you're working on. Okay. I kind of summarized a little bit here and there because the most important thing in Parule's networking blurb is her key result. Drove the launch of 2 multi-million-dollar products. Before that, similar to our elevator pitch, there is some context. I have been doing this skill or this thing for a certain amount of time across these industries. All right, I achieved this thing that you care about. And then something personal about you to build a relationship, and then what people can connect with you on. So Pearl posted this. Then she came and she shared it in the Roadmap Slack community, in the job search support channel. She said, hey everyone, here's my networking blurb. Love your support. And what happens is when people drop links to their blurbs in these channels, we all go onto LinkedIn and we like it, we comment on it, we share it, and help get it out there. So Parole did that in her RoadmapX cohort, got a lot of activity, and also wound up landing calls with chief technical officers, chief information officers, and wound up in interviews very quickly. When Parole joined the program, she didn't have any traction in her job search, did not know how things were going to pan out. I know it's easy for us to look at this and say someone with engineering experience, of course, they're going to be picked up immediately. That might be true that some of us are in career fields that are in higher demand, but the power really comes in just getting your story out. So let's look at another one. Gabrielle joined bootcamp and she posted her networking blurb. In fact, we're currently in her RoadmapX cohort right now. So she went from getting minimal outreach on LinkedIn, people offering jobs at minimum wage, to people reaching out to her on LinkedIn and offering jobs at $60 an hour, just by posting her networking blurb and optimizing her profile by adding some key results. And again, the key is, here's who I am, here's my skill areas, how long I've been doing it, and here's my key result: increase order volume by 40%, and then what you're looking for next. It's just that simple format. Here's my key result. Here's a little bit of context about me. Here's a little bit more about me, my personal, who I am, why I like to do this, and then what I'm looking for. It's that simple, and it leads to outreach immediately. Carla, her blurb looked like this. This is actually just a screenshot from when she posted it in the roadmap Slack. But again, it's, hi, I'm Carla. This is what I do. I analyze data to build and improve educational programs. Been in education management for 10 years. Now here's our key result. In 3 months, with the help of my source analysis tool, 79% of students were scoring a solid 2, up from 58% at the beginning of the school year. That key result, that blurb, took Carla from teaching to tech in 10 weeks. She wound up landing interviews with 4 different companies with 0 experience. I mean, you can see from her profile, 0 experience in customer success, 0 experience in tech, and it just did not matter. She got the narrative out there. So this networking blurb is your most powerful tool for getting your story out there. You're going to post it in as many places as you can, but you're also going to use it even when you do direct outreach to leaders, recruiters, employees. Use that blurb, especially that key result, right? So let's break it down. Your networking blurb should say the thing you do. Hello, companies. Here's the thing I do. This is what I want to do for you. Do something a little personal, because share some of that passion, vision, and example. And recently and then that's where you share that key result. And I would love to talk to you about product teams. Great. That's the super simple building blocks of your networking blurb. We have a tool that you can use. Just fill in make a copy of it first. A file, make a copy, make it your own. Then fill out the form with your basic info, and then go to the networking blurb page, and you'll have a rough draft of your networking blurb. It still needs to be polished for grammar and flowability and all of that, but it just kind of gets that first draft out there. If it's a little bit, can be a little tough to write that first draft. We will work on this together in our RoadmapX cohort meeting, or if you're just in the community, post on Slack, see who wants to get together and work on networking blurbs with you, work on it with a friend. This really shouldn't take too long. Carla, in her RoadmapX cohort, again, we craft these networking blurbs and learn about them in week 2. She went home after the cohort meeting. Well, actually, she already was home because it's over Zoom. But she went and she immediately just started working on her blurb, and she got it done that night, that first version that wound up landing her interviews at 4 different companies. So she was actually interviewing by week 4, which is pretty incredible. So one more time, those building blocks, make sure it shows the value you add, make sure it shows that qualifying key result, a little bit about you personally, and then your ask. I would love to talk to anyone working at a mission-driven startup in growth marketing, right? Okay, so we're gonna go home, we're gonna write our networking blurbs, post them here so that it's on your profile for the Roadmap community to connect with you. We've got so many RoadmapX alum who are often referring or even hiring, and then just so many hiring managers, leaders, recruiters on the platform also excited to meet you. So get this done, get this out there just as quickly as possible. We have a couple of more examples for you to look at from past RoadmapX alum. Join us in Slack. Let us know what you need to get this out there, because this is going to fuel your job search immediately. Okay, we can't wait to